Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany and I'm so glad that you're here. I have not been around for a minute. It has been 3 months and no excuses other than life has just been busy. I'm just going to be honest. Work is busy. I started a podcast, then I got a new dog. Like now we have three. So it's been really crazy and chaotic and busy. And yeah, that happens sometimes. Today, in this moment today, I want to teach y'all how I create my digital vision boards on Canva. So if you've never used one before, if you've never done Canva before, stick around, watch the video, save it, share it, whatever you do, because I think it's going to be a good one for you guys. You know, a lot of people don't like to do it the old school way anymore. I'm one of those people. So used to, we would go buy all these magazines and then we would cut out all the things, you know, the pictures and all that stuff, and then we would glue them on a board or something. But it's 2025 and there's a better way. So we're going to do it the better way. We're going to do it in a way that we can actually take our vision boards with us. Because if it's digital, you can get it on your computer, you can get it on your phone, you can get it on your iPad, like anything digital, you can get your vision board on there. So if you ever need a reminder on why you're doing this, like why you're moving forward, why you're, working all these long hours, or why you want to go do side jobs, if you want to remember why you're doing it, this is what you do. You get a vision board. You put it on your vision board. So let's get into it. Okay, so if you've never used Canva before, this is the screen. This is what it looks like. You basically just go to canva.com, you create an account, you can create a free account, you can pay for the premium version, which is what I do, because it does open up more of the functions that you're able to do with each template and design and all the things. First things first, I want to get to a blank template. So as you can see over here, I have already started a vision board. This is what we're going to basically all the things going to put on here, but I want to start from scratch. So to do that, you can select from any of these up here, any of these bubbles. You can do you can upload a template that you already got. You can use a custom design, like whatever you want to do. So what I'm going to do for this particular design is I'm going to go over here to the left. I'm going to hit this create button. And then I'm going to type in A4. And it brings me to the document A4 portrait. That's the one that I want. You can, of course, select any template design that you want because you can do the same things. This is just my particular preference for this digital design. So I'm going to click on that. So then it's going to bring up a blank design. So you can do this a couple of ways. You can do like I'm going to do, and you can start from scratch and you can just put everything on this particular blank template. Or you can go over here. Now, as you can see, these templates are already over here. But if this were not listed, you could go up here where it's got a search box and you could just type in digital vision board. And you could select from any of these templates over here. And if you were to select one, I'll just click on one just to see. So if you were to select this one, it's going to bring up all these pictures with it. But you can click each of these pictures and just backspace on your keyboard, or you can even click on it and right click and hit delete, and it'll delete the whole thing. You could do it either way. And you could actually use this template if you wanted to. However, that's not what we're going to do today. So I am going to back out of this and go back to this blank template. So for starters, I do not care for the white background. So I'm going to just click in the white background, click this little background color button, and I'm going to select another color. Okay. So once I change the color, I can go over here and I can start adding my photos here. So I've already got photos added, already uploaded to Canva. So I'm just going to click on the Uploads button. And then in no particular order, I'm just going to start selecting all of the pictures that I know that I want to use. Okay? And then what I typically do is just start shrinking stuff, moving them out of the way, because they are going to be bigger than what I actually need them. And like I said, it's in no particular order whatsoever. I just wanted them all to get onto the page. Now you can do this in any order that you want, but I always like to start at the top because I'm OCD. So, as you can see, whenever I put these pictures on here, it put the white background in there with them. I don't want it to be a white background. I want that background gone. So you can actually click on the picture, go up here to background remover, and it's going to remove that background. And I'm going to do the same thing for this one. Now, keep in mind that I believe that the background remover one is part of the paid version of Canva. So if you have not purchased it, or if you're not doing like the paid plan, you're just doing the free version, it's not going to work. So you do have to have the paid version to do the background remover. Okay. And then I want these to overlap. So now I want to just start moving some stuff around just to see where I want them at. And you can make these as big or as small as you want. Sometimes I even get them like listed all in there and they still don't look right. So then I have to go back in and I have to remove stuff, move them around and all that. And also if you ever need to like make a photo like a little bit smaller, like for instance, I don't need this person's entire hand in there. So I'm going to move it over a little bit and line it up with my picture at the top. Okay. And I think I can make that a little bigger so that it's visible. Okay. Now I know that I'm going to want to move this stuff around over here. So again, I'm going to make this bigger so you can hopefully see it. So with this one, I don't need like this little logo right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shrink this over, and that way that logo that was on that picture is no longer there. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to just move this over here. I'm going to shrink this down because I don't need all that blank space on the picture. And do it like that. Let's see. Okay, so you see how this one goes behind that one and the one below it? If you will click on it, you can right click, hit layer, and I want to bring that to the front. And again, I don't need that background because it is going to overlap with this one. Even though it matches pretty much the other background, I don't need that background. So I'm going to do the background remover again. All right. And then I'm just going to place this somewhere like that. And it could overlap as well if that's what you want it to do. All right. And then in the middle, I want it to say vision board. Like I want it to actually say what I'm doing. So I'm going to go over here to text, and I'm just going to add a heading. I'm going to type in vision board. And then I'm just going to kind of critique it a little bit. So I'm going to go over here at the top and I'm going to type in, I'm going to do a different font. So you can choose from several fonts. You can even upload fonts if you know how to do that. So I'm going to go to Playfair Display. I don't really like how spaced out that is. So I'm going to go up here to Advanced Settings. I believe this is also one of those that you have to have the paid version. And then I'm just gonna make it a little bit, yeah, I think that looks better. Okay. And it still looks kind of plain to me, so I'm gonna go up here. I've used some of these before, but you can just type in like line and click here. It'll give you like some different designs for that. You could even type in like flower and like it'll give you different designs for that. So just whatever you want on the photo, you're more than welcome to add. So for this one, I'm gonna click here. I'm going to shrink this line to be a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to change the color to like a subtle green color. All right. And then I think I'm going to add this flower here. But I don't really like the color of that because it kind of clashes with my background. So I can actually go up here and I can change the color of the flower if I want to. So let's see. So what I like to do is I like to click on like a darker orange like that one. And then if you go up here to this bubble, you can add a new color and you can just make it lighter if you want to. You can make it lighter. You can make it darker. I think that looks better. Yeah. That way it's not really clashing with the background anymore, but it's still got that subtle tone to it. So, so this is my vision board. It's very simple. I don't do anything fancy with it because I want it to be like able to be read to where if I look at this thing, I know that these are the goals that I'm looking forward to. These are what I'm working towards. And I basically just went on Pinterest and got these pictures off of there. You can go in there and you can type vision board and get some ideas from other people, or you can just go on there. If you already know what your vision board is going to look like or what your goals are, then you can just go in there and start typing stuff and it will actually give you design choices. So yeah, so this is my vision board. This is what I'm working towards, and I would love to see yours. So go ahead if you do them and take a picture of it and drop it in my comments below and share it with me. I would love to see what yours looks like. See you later, guys. Bye.